Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Can we just take a moment before we start anything to talk about that amazing centerpiece? I died when I saw it. Like, I knew instantly they were coming with me, and yes, there are in fact two of them. So short story long, I actually had $25 in Michael's Rewards and had one of those bonus coupons that was good even for sale prices. So that gave me an additional 25% off my total. Now, of course, the Christmas section at Michael's is all 40% off because, well, it's November 1st and they've got to get rid of the Christmas stuff to make way for the spring. Isn't that how the retail outlets do it now? So, of course, I went perusing through the Christmas section and I spied with my two little eyes two amazing stags on the bottom shelf, and it was one of those moments in time. You ever have one of those moments in time where whatever that moment is, you know it's meant to be, you're meant to have it, it was meant to happen. Whatever the case may be, this was the moment when I knew, oh yes, they are going to be mine. They are absolutely coming home with me. Now, they were $99 each, but with the Michael sales plus my coupons and after I did a little shopping for some more unnecessary items, my total came to $113, which included tax for both of them and everything else I got. So I feel like I totally came out ahead, and like, come on, can you see the obsession with them? It is so gorgeous and stately and regal, and I feel like this would be something that you would see in Kevin McAllister's house. You know, that really amazing house on Home Alone? This would totally be in there. The attraction was pulling me so hard that honestly, I literally would have paid full price for these regardless. I wasn't leaving the store without them, but thankfully with my coupons and all that, I didn't have to. I am obsessed. Today, I want to talk about a very important subject, Christmas cards. Sending cards is something I take seriously, let alone Christmas cards. I mean, that within itself is next level extra special as far as I'm concerned. Like, this is a sport and I'm gonna win. I am gonna be the GOAT of all card senders. Christmas is just one of those moments in time when everything is supposed to be extra special. And Christmas cards are no exception. They should sparkle and shine
at the top of the Chrysler Building.
Now, before we get to this serious topic, I thought we would take a step back in time, head back to school, and actually learn about the history of the Christmas card. Because it was pretty interesting. I had no idea. All right, class, we're actually going to learn about something incredibly fun today. The origin of the Christmas card. The Christmas card originated in 1843 in the UK. A gentleman by the name of Sir Henry Cole, who happened to have been an executive-level government worker who helped set up what we now know as the postal system. He came up with the idea to lower the cost of postage to 1 penny, which became well known as the penny postage, to encourage all British citizens from all sides of the track to utilize the post office. That alone was not enough to get them to all start using it, so he had to come up with a way to entice them into using it. While he was working on this, Victorian society was embracing all things Christmas and everything that it entailed. They took it to the next level with decorations and food, caroling and visitors, and decorating a beautiful Christmas tree with fruits and nuts and sparkling baubles. So, Sir Henry got this idea that he could revamp an old Victorian tradition in a new way that would get everyone to use his new postal system. That old tradition he wanted to revamp was the tradition of writing letters to family members and friends far away once a year at Christmas time. And this was their way of letting everybody know what everybody was up to during the year. So, Sir Henry got this idea and commissioned a gentleman by the name of John Calcott Horsley to design the first ever Christmas card. The first card was a lithograph that featured images of Punch and Judy, friends and family sitting around a table with a feast of food and ice skating. This beautiful easy card replaced that long letter that the Victorians wrote, and a new tradition was born. Now, it certainly helped the cause that while all of this was happening, Charles Dickens published the Victorian staple, A Christmas Carol, and the rest, as they say, was history. So, taking a cue from the regal and elegant Victorians, because let's face it, they knew what they were doing and they had it going on, I am going to show you how you can create an amazingly elegant Christmas card on a very affordable budget. I love getting Christmas cards almost as much as I love sending a Christmas card. And the recipient's first experience with that Christmas card is the envelope itself when it comes in the mail. They're presented with a beautiful and thoughtfully designed envelope. The card inside is going to be even more special to them just by default of the envelope and the anticipation it builds. Now, amping up this game does not have to cost a fortune either, which makes it even more feasible for everyone to consider bringing this lost art back to the holidays tradition. I'm not talking about covering the envelope with stickers and putting the address on there crooked. I'm actually talking about elevating a Christmas card game to the next level in a very elegant and chic way. First, before we actually get to the envelope itself, I want to talk about the importance of penmanship. I take pride in my penmanship. I always have. In my whole life, I have always been told how beautiful my writing is. That being said, I know that not everybody has the ability to do that. And there are other choices out there for you guys. You could actually hire someone with good writing, maybe pay that cousin or relative in banana bread and coffee to address some envelopes with you one afternoon. Even if you have bad penmanship, an elegant writing pen can help you. And what a huge difference it makes, calligraphy or not. Using an elegant writing pen really changes the nature of your game. Because I cannot write in a straight line to save my life, I have a ruler and a pencil, and I am going to use this to mark some very faint lines on my envelope. This is going to ensure that my writing is going to stay nice and straight for the recipient, as well as my own return address, which I will write in there. Presentation is everything. First impressions only have one chance to happen. Why not make them count? I'm also going to address the cards properly, meaning if it's a family, I will simply address it the Smith family. If it's an individual, I will address it to that individual with the proper prefix ahead. Mr., Ms., Miss, Master, you get the idea. And if it's a newlywed couple, I will be sure to add the Mr. and Mrs. with their last name. They love that stuff. I know I did. So you're going to want to make sure that you have a ruler, a pencil, and your address list. Don't forget that. My envelope address, my writing is all nice and straight, and my lines have been erased. So now I'm going to take my Christmas card that I have thoughtfully signed. I'm going to put it right in the envelope, like so. Sure, I could just lick this and seal it. I could even slap a Christmas sticker on there, but to me that's kind of tacky when there is a much more elegant way to do it. And I'm talking about the wax seal. Now, wax seals have actually been used since 206 BC, when they first originated in China. The use of wax seals quickly spread to other countries because back then, letters and even more messages were taken by person on foot. It was a hand-to-hand delivery, and they needed a way to ensure that nobody but the intended's eyes would see what was inside. So to ensure this, they would seal the letter in dripped candle wax. Over time, it evolved from just dripping the candle wax on there to actually creating personalized seals. Today, with sites such as Amazon and Etsy, it's super easy for you to do the same. It is so affordable to order your own entire wax seal kit that there's no reason for you not to get one. You can design your own or choose from a multitude of already made stamps. My initial investment for all of this, which is actually a lifetime investment, as long as you don't break everything, you're only gonna buy it once, was $33.41. And the only thing that I will have to continuously buy are the wax beads. They come in every color imaginable and are super affordable at under $10. Each of these packages can make about 70 seals. I also went the extra distance and I bought myself some wax seal molds. I got a round one and a scalloped edge one. And these just help make that stamp a little fancier and also helps corral it and make it a little bit neater when you're using the wax. You don't have to have them by any means, but they're very affordable and I figured why not. And for even more fancy nanciness, I take it another step further by using ribbon in my wax seal, making it kind of look official, like something that might have come from Buckingham Palace. I pre-cut my pieces based on the size of my stamp and add it as I go. First, I do start by licking it. I recommend getting like a wet sponge if you're doing several of them. It's not very tasty. But nonetheless, seal the back of your envelope. The whole process is very, very simple. Light my little candle. And then I'm gonna place my candle warmer directly over that. Have this great little pouring spoon. I'm gonna set that right in there. And I am gonna take 3 pieces of wax. I'm gonna leave it there until it's all melted. I placed the ribbons where I wanted them on the envelope and I set the form on top of that. Once my wax was completely melted, I poured it into the mold and then making sure my stamp was straight, I set it in there and you leave it alone until it hardens. Don't touch it, don't move it, don't wiggle it. You have to let it harden completely. Once it's hardened, the stamp pops right off, so doesn't the mold, and you are left with this gorgeous, beautiful seal. I mean, look at that. How chic and elegant is that? I'm also going to use that same ribbon I used in the stamp on the front. I'm just going to draw a couple of lines in the corners using my Gorilla Glue hot glue, and I am going to place the ribbon right over that. I'm going to cut it flush with the edges of the envelope, and it just gives the front a little something something. You don't want the party to only be in the back. You want the party in the front too. So this just adds a little bit extra. The final touch is a gorgeous Christmas stamp to add thoughtfully in the corner, placing it straight. Don't go through all this trouble and then just slap it on there. Make sure you set your stamp straight and you're done. And it just looks amazing. And it's a little bit extra, just like everything should be for Christmas. How beautiful does that look? I mean, come on. I would be so excited to get an envelope in the mail like this. I would feel like royalty. And that's what Christmas is all about, isn't it? It's going that little extra mile, making everything a little bit more special because it only comes once a year. I can promise you that if you put just a little time and thought into your Christmas cards this year, that your friends and family will look forward to getting one from you every single year. You'll be that card giver. You will be the GOAT of Christmas cards. You guys really need to try this. And for those with little ones, I bet Santa could leave them an extra special letter on Christmas morning. All you need is an S stamp. All right, well, I am going to get busy finishing my Christmas cards, and you need to get busy checking out all of these amazing items in the description below and ordering them for yourselves. I'll see you next time, guys. It's so pretty and so easy. I love it.